Hey, what's up guys, I'm Praetorian and welcome back to HOI4 as we are playing with the communist states of America. We're finally communist. Somebody was commenting in the last episode how they came to watch a communist series and we still are not communist yet, but we are now. So that's excellent. But yeah, we're playing as the communist states of America in the Man the Guns expansion. Last episode we had a civil war. We won that fairly quickly, but we got our first little taste of battle here in Man the Guns, so that was fun. So let's go and get started with this episode. The general ideal here is that we really need to focus on reintegrating the South. So that's what we're going to be doing. A lot of people are concerned about Canada, that Canada is going to get conquered by the British, and then the British will have a staging ground to attack us. But a couple things to consider. First of all, the British probably are not gonna beat these guys by themselves. I don't think they're not gonna have enough troops over here. Remember, they're at war with a bunch of different countries, or if they go to war with the faction, they'll be at war with a bunch of different countries. But one thing that is relevant is the fact that they're not at war with Canada yet. They're only at war with Australia. In addition, Australia is not at war with Britain's faction. Now, given that might very well change, they might start to pull their factions in, but as of right now, that is not the case. So what's going to happen is Great Britain's going to pump troops over here, and they're not going to pump troops over here, and Canada's going to have more troops over here anyways. The British don't typically have a lot of divisions. They got a lot more divisions than they usually do, though, maybe because of them going this different route. But what's going to probably happen, this is my guess, I think Canada is going to conquer this territory, at least this. They might have trouble conquering Newfoundland, but I think they'll at the very least get the British knocked out of there. I don't think this is going to be a quick conquest of them. Secondly, rather than getting claims against them by justifying a war goal, it'd be far better to use our war plans focus tree. We have one right here. It's 3 focuses down, and we have to get the reintegration. So it's not going to be this episode, guys. And we should really build up, because that war could end up spiraling into the large war. You never know. The British could have an event that results in them declaring war on you because you're trying to conquer their former empire. I don't know. So let's make sure we're ready. Let's make sure that we have everything set up and we're ready for a full conflict. And it won't take long to conquer Canada anyways. So that's the plan, guys. Let's spend a bit of time. We just had war. We had a little war last episode, so let's spend another episode in peace. Another one, I know. But we should do some cool stuff here today, because I was going to unpause this, but I forgot. We actually want to go ahead and change our ship designs. So let's do that now, actually. And a lot of you guys seem to like the ship designing, so yeah, I think that this will make up for us not going to war this episode. So let's go ahead and... battleships are the ones that need the most drastic changes, because... we were so limited by the treaty, so now we can kind of do whatever we want here. I don't know how long our experience will last, so let's just try and do what we can. We do want to get the new fire control systems. Let me just see what we're researching real quick. See if this is going to, oops, my bad, affect what we're currently building. Fire control systems here. So that would, what is that? Okay, so that does make up for, okay, that's the control systems, and we're going to get that in 50 days. Let's wait before we change those designs up. And I can't build 2 of them anyway. What we'll do is we just won't build another battleship yet. And we're only going to build 1 more of each of those 2 larger ones. Yeah, that'll work out. So we won't build anything just yet. Let's let the time go by a little bit. Let some things happen. Get some stuff knocked out. Remember, this is going to unlock something as well. Unlocks the radar. So yeah, we're getting a lot of techs to put on our ships. So might as well just wait just a little bit, guys. I do want to start getting air doctrines eventually. That might be what we're going to go for, in fact, because I want to say we've knocked out the majority of our 1939 techs, if not all of them. I'm just going to swing through here. We're already working on naval doctrines. Well, we do need to get land doctrines. Should probably do that first. Yeah, we got almost all these naval techs. There's a couple of them that we don't have. We'll get those. I think we're going to do land doctrines. That'd make the most sense. All right, well, that's fine. We'll do land doctrines first. So we're going to go with integrated support. I typically go for this one. I do like the line artillery bonuses, but, you know, the support companies, you have 5 of them. So getting their organization up drastically increases the overall organization, the average organization of your battalions, which increases your division organization quite a bit. So let's go for this, and plus, yeah, so I love some little bit more soft attack from those. So that's great. Another thing, if you look at our equipment, we're lacking just about everything with the exception of infantry equipment. So we would like to build more divisions, but we really can't because we're lacking so much equipment. But there's certain divisions that don't require a lot of equipment, like these guys. So let's build more of them because they're going to be guarding our ports, pretty much any territory that you have that's kind of far away. So it doesn't hurt to get a lot of these. Remember, we have to fight a lot of different countries. We're not going to be able to support an army that can compare to all of them, to Britain, Germany, Japan, all at the same time. Or not at first anyway, maybe later. So let's build troops that we're going to need and that don't require a lot of equipment outside of infantry equipment, like these cav divisions. A lot of people wonder why I build the cav divisions, like people who aren't familiar with the fact that the cav divisions, and we're going to need a lot of these guys because we have so much infantry equipment. Yeah, we're just stacked in infantry equipment. We're also stacked in manpower. We're going to need a lot of these anyways. So cavalry divisions are really good at suppression. So they're a great division to use for your garrison armies. Man, we have so many. We'll just go with this for right now. That's fine. And then we will go ahead and train them. I typically don't, but let's get the army experience since we're not at war. And where is our training army? In Texas. That's right. All right, let's go ahead and make sure that they go to the training army. So I think that'll be a good way. Now, we do have some support equipment that's lacking here, but I think it's fine. That's a good way for us to build divisions, even though we lack almost all the equipment. And it'll allow us to be doing something, building divisions, while we try and fix the equipment issues. All right, so I think we're done here. So that's lovely. And I want to say that means we can start on air doctrines. We do need to get the special forces equipment, bonuses. We could also use a couple more of these as well, but yeah, I think it's about time to work on air doctrines, guys, because we're about to get to 1940 and that unlocks a bunch of new techs. So I was kind of really considering which way we should go here, and between the strategic discussion, battlefield support, or operational integrity. I typically go for battlefield support usually in my playthroughs. I really like this tree. It's a really good branch. But this time I wanted to go for something different because we are going to be doing more long-range attacks. And so it was really is between strategic bombers or tactical bombers. We're going to go with tactical bombers with this playthrough, guys. I'm not saying we won't get strategic bombers, but our focus will be tactical bombers. And there's two reasons for that. One, they're very versatile. I love tactical bombers. And two, if you look at our national focus tree, we have to choose between air support or strategic bombing. Now this one gives us the National Spare Air Support, which will reduce the production costs of both coastal air support and tactical bombers. So that's a really good bonus because it's two types of planes. Well, this one only gives the production costs for strategic bombers. Of course, they are the most expensive production-wise, so that's probably the reason why. But also, I like the bonuses down here as well. I think that works a little bit better for which way we want to go. Now, I do like that doctrine research bonus, but by the time we got it, we would have probably got a lot of the doctrine tree. I don't know. So that's the way we're going to go, guys. We're going to be focusing on tactical bombers. I like the versatility of them. It's all right tree as well. Like I said, this is my favorite, but operational integrity's not bad. So let's go ahead and start going down it. We do have the 100% bonus, or no, we have to use the experience for that. Well, we don't have the 1940 planes yet, but we're about to get them, so we probably want to use that experience for 1940 planes. So let's just research. We'll just do it the old-fashioned way, guys.
Attention.
Got one division training here. And Lithuania just joined the Central Powers. Interesting. So Central Powers are growing by a little minor. We got some military factories. Remember, we're building a lot of military factories right now, which is good. Definitely need them. So let's go ahead and focus on some of the things that we need the most, which would be support equipment. Yeah, we need a lot of support equipment. So let's start pumping into support. Let's find it. Let's go 10. And Estonia has joined the Central Powers as well, and Latvia. All right. So not surprising that all of the Baltic powers have joined the Central Powers. I believe there's a focus for that. I think Germany has even more focuses as well. Danzig for guarantees. Okay, so they're going to guarantee Poland for Danzig? Germany, always trying to get that Danzig. We have more. We're going to go in and get a bunch of stuff assigned, actually, because, yeah, I don't want to be messing with this constantly. So let's go in and get it set up. Let's fix the support equipment issues that we have. Let's get a lot of that. Let's go ahead and also build motorized. We know we're going to want that. And we should probably get another light self-propelled artillery. More fighters, of course. Also, naval bombers are going to be imperative, and more close air support. And tactical bombers, of course. We're going to be really focusing on that. So a lot of factories to go in towards that once we get there. Obviously, they're down here at the bottom, but that's fine. I'm going to leave them where they're at. In fact, we will go ahead and tick them up above these for right now. We could build a little bit more towards that. So that'll keep all these military factories that we're currently building. That'll give them somewhere to go. And we'll probably build a couple more dockyards. So let's go and get that done. Let's do one there and one right there and right there. All right, so that looks good. Let's go and get more military factories as well. After we got those dockyards, we got 3 dockyards. I think that's good. Let's do 100% there. Yeah, let's knock out all these nice areas here where we have the very good bonuses. Is there any other ones? No, I'm not seeing it. Hit up those places then. Yeah, that'll work. All right, so let's go and take these down the bottom. Should keep our factories occupied for a while. You can see we have a ton of civilian factories now. Now that we have changed our economic laws, finally, with that war starting up, we got a dockyard because we just finished up the battleship. So that's awesome. They should be training now. And what we're going to do is let's pump these into... We need to build up our convoys a bit. So we're going to pump into convoys. And then once we get that tech done that we're researching, which is the improved fire control systems, which we'll have in 10 days. And then we're going to make some modifications to our ships. It's going to be oh so sexy. That's the only one we're waiting on as well. Yeah, that's the only one that affects our shipbuilding. What happened over here? The Free Canadian Republic just declared war on Canada. Oh, shit. All right, so yeah, they must have events that start these. That's interesting. Okay, so yeah, that changes things a little bit. But not much, honestly. I'm fine with it either way. That does change the situation with the British, though, because I think now with these guys over here, just taking a look at their divisions, yeah, the British might actually be to win now. Yeah, it's different. I think that happens for all of them. Yeah, so there might be... Oh, they're already at war with... Are they at war with... They're not at war with Canada. They're at war with South Africa and Australia and New Zealand. And as I said, South Africa doesn't have a chance. I didn't expect them to last very long. So that's the situation, guys. So it does change things a little bit, but really overall, we need to get the integration of the South before we get the other national focuses. I think that would be smart. Let's continue working on these. Actually, we'll do the artillery first. And we will go ahead and build some of those as well. Just go ahead and start building them, make sure that we have them. Yeah, we already have all that stuff going. Let's go and put these guys up right above the light tanks. And we'll make sure that they have a factory for right now. That's about it. That's all we're going to give them. All right, so there's a civil war in Canada. And of course they have allied them, so they are now in the Central Powers. We got our improved fire control systems, which is exciting because now we get to do something with them. So let's go with improved computing machines for our first 1940 tech. And let's go ahead and do a bit of ship designing. Always fun. I enjoy this immensely. I think it's just such a cool system. I can't wait until they add it to tanks and airplanes. They have said already that they plan on it. So yeah, I definitely think they will. Why are we having this not decommissioned? So let's decommission that. Those are old. We could also upgrade some of our ships too. Maybe we'll take a look at that in this episode. Maybe we'll do that now, in fact, after we finish designing our ships, of course. All right, so we got all this looking good. We are going to want to go ahead and change this one. I'm thinking about it. It's going to be B, because if I don't, then I'll forget. Historical battleships will be the naming system. We have the best armor. We have the best secondaries, and we have the best engine available to us. I know that 1940 ships will be unlocking soon, guys, but that's fine. Yeah, I'm not too worried about it. Let's get the fire control systems, though. I do want to see how that increases things. Let's do that last, because I'm curious how it's going to affect things over here. But we are going to get them, even though it does reduce reliability a bit. So let's do the heavy battery. We definitely want another heavy battery. I think we have one. No, we do not. No, this is not a heavy battery. Okay, let's do one heavy battery. All right, increase its firing ability. And then we're probably not going to do these on our battleship. We're going to rely on our support ships for that. I would like to get maybe one additional anti-air. Or maybe we should do secondary, actually. Yeah, you know what? We should do secondary. All right, so let's just make sure that we have very high heavy attack. And we're going to do secondary. And we're going to rely for our anti-air because... all the ships in the fleet provide anti-air for all the other ships. So it's not like before where a ship relied on its own anti-air ability, which is why I built these support cruisers. I know some people disagreed with loading them up with anti-air. Those high anti-air numbers are going to support the entire Navy. So that's why I did it and why I think it's important to have so many anti-air, because that allows us to basically put hardly any anti-air on this battleship. Hopefully it ends up working out all right, guys. We'll see. If we start losing a lot to ships, to planes, then we'll regret it. This will increase our anti-air a bit. The most importantly, it increases the heavy attack and the light attack a lot. Reduces reliability, but no way around that. We could go in and get the radar, and I think we will. Yeah, I mean, it just increases production cost just a bit. It's not much. So yeah, that's fine. Yeah, this looks great. All right, let's go and save it. This is the North Carolina 2B. And there's only 25 experience, which means we've got plenty of experience to make other ships, guys. All right, so let's go and get one of these going. And we are going to want to make sure he goes to the training fleet. We should probably take a look at our training fleet. I'm sure some ships are done. And we're going to put that right there. I'll arrange the dockyards after we finish getting all our ships ready. So I suppose the carriers would be next. Remember, we are limited on what we could do with the carriers. Just a little bit because of the naval treaties. So we got the best anti-air. Oh yes, that's right. We already started modifying this one. I forgot about that. Yeah. So actually we want to decommission these ones now. We started modifying it and because I made that mistake. So we might not need to add much to this. Not even, yeah, I'm not seeing that. I guess we can go and get the radar. Might as well. Even if it is a bit of production cost. I think that's the only thing we need to change. Honestly, yeah, it's fine. We haven't started building them. Might as well. Yeah, this is fine. Let's go ahead and save it. And we will put it out there, but we're not going to put any dockyards to it until we finish the current carrier. So let's make sure he goes to the training fleet. There we go. We want to go ahead and do the composition here, which it looks solid. Looks like it saved what we had before. So that looks fantastic, guys. Yeah, I like it. So I suppose let's go with the light cruisers and destroyers and make modifications to them. I don't know what all we have, if we even have anything. We might not have anything to make modifications to them. There's the fire control system that we're using here. But right now we don't have a reliability issue. I'm not going to change it just for that, guys. I don't think there's anything that needs to be changed here. Maybe radar? Yeah, there is a better radar for the attack light cruiser. Let's not change that. Let's just save it and instead do the support light cruiser. Since these guys, that's their job. So we'll change them up. And they currently have, I think, sonar on this side. Yeah, we got level 2 sonar on that side. And let's do level 2 radar on this side. So I am willing to change that one. But I think the rest of this is good. Yeah, everything looks solid here. It's 3 experience. We do need to, oh damn. Why is it named changed? Yeah, I need to change this now. Or else they will do it for me. And this will be Charlie C. All right, let's change it back. There we go. Lovely. 3 experience. Should have decommissioned the old ones. And we will just set these guys to 1 here. And get the next model underneath them. Okay. So we decided we're not changing the attack light cruisers. I don't think it's worth it. We will change up the destroyers for obvious reasons. I think we definitely want to change the sub-destroyers up. Make sure that they don't even have radar on here. That's how old these are. Yeah. So let's go and change these to Charlie as well. And it seems that they don't even have the best torpedoes. Really? Huh. All right, let's get radar. And that looks solid, my friends. I like that. I wish we'd gotten the better anti-air now before we started building these, but whatever. It's fine. Can't do everything. You'll be here all day and never choosing to do anything because you're always waiting for the next piece of equipment. We run into the same issue when we're playing in our Stellar series. I said I was going to mess with this after we're done. How about the submarines? Do we want to make some adjustments there? We got more experience left. Might as well. So let's make an adjustment here. Maybe we'll do what I was going to do with the heavy cruisers. Torpedo tubes are good. Everything is good on these guys. They don't have any open slots. They're not all that great. All right, so we don't need to make any adjustments to them. And then the heavy cruiser would be well, we didn't do the other destroyers yet. The torpedo destroyers. Is that all that we need? Is the radar? Because I don't know that that's worth changing for, honestly. These are our torpedo ones. I think radar will probably be pretty solid. You know, we're not going to change that, guys. I don't think it's worth it right now. If we had something else to throw on there, I would. So now, the other thing that we can do is heavy cruisers. So we have the 1936 cruiser hull, the New Orleans class. And it's been built out a little bit. But what I would like to do with these guys is to create like a hybrid, kind of a hybrid support / battleship, you know, basically like a jack of all trades, master of none type of deal. That's what I'm thinking here, guys, is let's make them like, you know, really, they do have the best ones there. Just make them where they can do everything, but they don't do anything really all that good, is what I'm thinking. And that's what we'll have these guys do. I want them to be able to attack subs as well, just because, I mean, we can. Like, let's just make them do everything. That's just stupidly cool. They won't get fire control systems. They'll get sonar instead. I don't know if this is like a good idea, having a ship that really isn't great at anything. That's only really, you know, pretty much just does all sorts of things. Let's wait before we check out whether we want to put a bunch of armor on it, though. But yeah, I don't know if this is a good idea. I'd love to hear your guys' opinion. I just think it's kind of cool. It's just kind of fun, I feel. So what all do we want to set up here? I don't think we're going to get the catapults, honestly, on here for the aircraft facilities. I don't think we're going to do that because I want to get torpedoes on this, because why not? Why not have like every ability on here? So what all do we need to have every ability? We have the heavy guns, we have the anti-air, and we have 4 slots open. We also have a little bit of a secondary. So we need another secondary, and we need the depth charges. I think the depth charges have to be on the back here, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, they do need to be here. So let's put the depth charges here. So we know that's going to be depth charges. We need to get torpedoes as well, torpedo launchers. So what does that leave us open? So we will have. Can you put torpedoes on any of them? Not on this one. All right, so torpedoes are going to be here, I think. Yeah, let's put them right. Actually, I like it right there better. Torpedo launchers, just because where it's located on the ship. I don't know why. I like it there. Don't judge me. So we don't have rapid fire guns, so I do want to get rapid fire guns. So we should do that. And I feel like their heavy attack is just terrible for being a capital ship. So we do have to put another medium battery on here. So we'll do that, and then we'll be changing out the anti-air, and we'll be putting the rapid fire guns. We can do the light battery or the light cruiser battery. Obviously, we want to do the light cruiser battery. So this is it. This is our. Oh, we could do more armor because the max speed is not bad. I mean, it's not. It doesn't have to be super fast. I just don't want it. Probably at least above 30, I'd suppose, for what it's going to be doing. Yeah, let's put some armor on it so that holds up a little bit better. Yeah, this looks odd. This looks fun, right? Doesn't it? I think so. All right, guys. So what I think would be really cool is if this jack of all trades cruiser that we're making is named by subscribers or viewers, whatever you want to. I wasn't going to say fan because I know some people get offended if you say fan, and some people are just watching this series and will never watch another one of my series again. So yeah, I didn't want to say fan, and some of you guys aren't subscribers once again. So I'll just say viewers. A viewer named ship here. I think that would be really cool. I'm just naming it the Jack Cruiser 2A, just because it's the Jack of all trades. It's not a good name. That's not supposed to be. This is going to be a viewer named ship. Put the name down in the comments. Whoever gives the best name, the coolest name, and you can go with anything. There's no real requirements on what it could be. Whoever gives the coolest name, that's what we're going to name it, and that's going to be the name of all of this model cruiser, 1936 cruisers. Now, given I know we're about to go to 1940, but getting new heavy cruisers is not going to be a priority. So yeah, this will be named for a little while, and then we'll do the same thing with the next line of cruisers and the next line. So best name wins, guys. As far as the icon, well, let's do. I mean, any of these really, we could just do this one, I suppose. Yeah, I mean, there's not really. I mean, I guess we could do that one if we wanted to, because I do have the torpedoes, and I said I was going to use them for anything that has torpedoes on it. Or we could just do the crabs, just because. Yeah, let's do the crabs because I don't have anything else to give them. I mean, we could give them the shields as well. Let's do the crabs because we don't have a crab cruiser yet. Yeah, no crab cruisers, only the sub destroyers. So we'll do the crabs right now. If you do provide a name and you want a different icon for your name, then let me know. And if you win, if you have the best, like I say win, like this is some kind of competition. If you have the best name, it's selected, and you want a certain icon, and you put it next to the name, I'll go ahead and change the icon as well, because I'm not tied to the crabs. I don't care. We don't have the experience for this. What the fuck? We're like just short. All right, so what I'm going to do is, instead of making this, I'm just going to go ahead and remake it once we get 47 experience, or 49 experience, excuse me. But same thing goes, it will be done before the end of this episode. So, yeah, you can still provide the name. And I'll make sure you guys see when I actually get it created, so you don't think that I forgot. All right, so let's go and get all the dockyards going towards these ships here. In fact, you know what? Let's just put that one at 1 for right now. Yeah, we can adjust it, because I want to make sure that the battleship gets some dockyards as we build them. And then attack light cruisers we didn't upgrade. These guys we did, so we're going to want to put some dockyards into them. These guys here will also need dockyards. That looks solid. All right, awesome, guys. So, bit of ship designing today. I think those heavy cruisers are going to be super cool, man. Or I think they are. I know that some people won't like them. Some people, why would you make such a horrendous ship that doesn't do anything very well? But why wouldn't you? That's my question to you. Oh yes, that's right. We're currently building ships that aren't finished yet. This one's almost done. In fact, we need to make that go to 1. All right, so yeah, we're almost finishing that up. And we got the Communal Property Act. Excellent. Let's take a look at... Yeah, we already know what we're getting, actually. We got to get the reintegration. I don't remember what that one did. Looks like a building slot, maybe something else. So let's go with this one. This will unlock the decision to readmit state to the Union. When the decision is selected, Virginia removed after 120 days. When decision is removed, 2 senators are added to the Congress. They will initially support the government. Okay. So let's do reintegration. We do have decisions available. The communal domain decision, that's what that just unlocked. So let's take a look at what that does. It does add a building slot. Yeah, it just adds a building slot. All right. I mean, that's useful when you run out of building slots. Not a problem right now, though. Running a little low on rubber. We know that we're going to continue pumping factories towards planes, so might as well. And imperialist Australia has capitulated. Excellent. I'm all waving at Canada. So yeah, the Australians were able to defeat the imperialists. So maybe the Canadians can do it too. I don't know. The Canadians are in a difficult position because they have 2 fronts open. So I just don't think they will. Yeah, I think Canada will lose. So everything I said in the beginning of the episode of not being worried about it, it's fine. I don't care. I was wrong. So if we did declare war on imperialist Canada, though, yeah, we would have to do that anyway. There would be no way to have avoided this. And so if we do go to war with imperialist Canada, we go to war. That's the war then. So it's fine. It is what it is. But what we might want to do is go ahead and put an army up along the borders. Although one army isn't going to be able to do it. Yeah, we are going to need an army up there to cover the front here. Though I'd prefer to do it once they've won. Yeah, let's wait until they win. Oh, wait a minute. The Mexican Soviet Republic is doing something. Oh, okay. I see what they're doing. I think that's because we have guarantees on them, on all the countries in the Americas. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Annex war goal against Panama here. And I think, no, they're just guaranteed as well. Just like everybody else. I think that's why we're getting the notification. I don't have any plans on attacking the Mexicans, so I'm not too worried about it. But you know what? Let's go ahead and get troops on the border anyways, just in case. I think it would be wise. Patton's already here in the south, so he will be on the southern border. And just in case, once again, we'll go ahead and build a line out. You never know. At the very least, they'll get the planning started. And then we'll go ahead and add, oops, Patton's up there. We're going to add Mark Clark up here to the top. And we're just going to give him the whole border. Obviously, he has no chance of guarding the whole thing. In fact, we might actually do it differently. Let's just guard this part of the border and give them a front. And then we'll create a second army to cover the rest with this little old red army here. And I mean, this is all going to get all messed up anyway when the imperialist, in fact, we'll just do it this way since we know the imperialists are probably going to be expanding. So they'll just be on it. I could have just done that a lot quicker, but whatever. All right. Once again, just to get planning bonuses. Just in case, let's be prepared, guys. We have no idea what's going to end up happening there. Let's go and put these guys in their own army to train up real quick, and we'll add them later. Add them back into that army so we get that experience for training them and make sure they have the experience bonuses. All right, M7 Priest. Let's get the next one, which is the tank destroyers, 32 days away. We will go ahead and set those up to build. Obviously, we don't have factories for them, but it's fine. It's fine. We're building a lot of factories right now, guys, so I'm not worried about it. Don't really have any experience to design anything, though, so that's a shame. Oh, these guys are ready. So let's go ahead and take this division here and throw them on... Ooh... the red front, obviously. That's the smallest front. We could also use our experience. Poland returns Danzig. Are they going to join the Central Powers now? Oh, they're in their own faction. All right, I think that gives them... I was going to say it gives them a guarantee, but apparently not. Maybe it just hasn't been added yet? I don't know. So one thing we could do is we could go ahead and start ranking up with our command power. Start ranking up some of our admirals if they have anything. Might as well if you're not building it. If you're not building it up, then you're just losing it essentially. So no reason not to, except for if there's nothing that I really want. You know what? Not really digging any of these for Nimitz. Let's just wait until we get to trait, and then we'll use it for that. Let's see if there's anybody else that has something that we actually do like. Let's see. They might all have the same thing based on what their current abilities are. Yeah, a lot of them have superior tactician, so yeah, they're not going to have. But here we go. We have a fleet protector, which gives them the option to get the lancer or the destroyer leader. Well, both of these are pretty good. This is decreased visibility, which means they won't be able to get attacked by larger capital ships. They have increased damage and increased torpedo hit chance. This is torpedo screen penetration, which is also pretty damn fantastic. You know, I really like the Lancer. The torpedo screen penetration is amazing. However, this increases the torpedo's chance to hit, and they have a really low chance to hit. So that's really, obviously very good. And on top of that, the decreased visibility I think would be super useful for what we'd probably use Burke for, since he's a fleet protector. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense to have him do that. So let's have him do the destroyer leader. And then that unlocks... Oh, we actually have the ability to get both. All right, surprised by that. So we can get the Hunter Killer, which would increase our submarine attack and submarine detection. So we could make this guy like a really good with submarines as well if we wanted to. But I want to get the Lancer just because how good that is. So yeah, it makes sense to get that. Look at all these abilities he's got. Yeah, let's go and keep on promoting him then. This one would actually be pretty decent to get, given what he's going to be doing too, as well as the visibility. Yeah. There's some pretty cool stuff we could do with this guy. Yeah, I'm digging this dude. You could use him for submarines instead of use him as a fleet protector. Let us do the decreased visibility. Yeah. For what we want to use him for, it's going to be good no matter what, whether he's commanding destroyers or submarines. So we used a bit of command power there. I'm not going to promote any of the other ones right now. Let's take a look at our generals and see if there's anybody here we want to promote. I think we already looked at Clark. He doesn't have anything. We'll take a look at the rest of our generals and see if they have anything that looks really good. Mostly going to be Fortress, but Buster and Scavenger. And I just don't find a lot of those as useful. Scavengers are right. It does give you equipment. Those Americans, equipment's not typically an issue. Yeah, I think that's a bit about it. We've already looked at all these guys here. And we might use Truscott for something with the paratroopers. Once again, I'm not gonna rush that one. How about getting some of our field marshals upgraded? I think that would be wise because they got a bunch of bonuses. So let's do charismatic here for Eisenhower, former President Eisenhower. I guess he hadn't been president at this point. And MacArthur, we could do the aggressive assaulter, increased chance of executing assault and shock tactics. I really like charismatic though, but you know what? Charismatic's available to just about everybody. This one's a lot rarer, so let's go with that one. And we got two anyway, so it doesn't matter. We'll get both. All right, excellent. So we have used up all of our command power. Lovely. Let's take a look at our planes and make sure that we have planes that are currently training if they need to be trained. So we'll train those guys up. These guys are already trained up. Let's take a look if we have any other planes that we can build out. Once again, I only want to do them in hundreds. If we don't have 100, we're not training them. Just to reduce micromanagement, honestly. And anything else here, and then plus you train them, and then they can't get full. You get them up to 100, and then they got to train again, and yeah, it's just kind of odd. So let's just do it this way. It's fine. And Mexican Soviet Republic just declared war on Panama. All right. So yeah, they just continue to attack down here. They are having some success. As they expand. They cannot have the Panama Canal. It's just the way it is. You're not allowed to have it. I'm not going to allow that. So we've got those military factories. We also got the dockyards that we built. Let's just take a look at how we're doing. 36 dockyards. Let's do, I feel like we need more dockyards. Right, guys? Yeah, more dockyards. And then we'll do more military factories. We'll build one there. Let's build them all along the west coast, I think. Even though they're not as good of bonuses, it's fine. And one right there in Pennsylvania, too. And how many? We'll do 4, and then let's go back to military factories. Obviously, there's a lot of other stuff we need to get, guys, but I'm really just focusing on factories and dockyards. And then we're going to want to get, we're going to need to increase our air bases, specifically in like Hawaii. We need to get, as you can see, it could definitely use some infrastructure. Before we go to war in the Pacific, we're going to want to build Hawaii up. We need to build a lot of things, honestly, guys. So let's just focus on military factories and dockyards for right now. It's fine. And yeah, we'll build them up here. I don't want to build too much on the coast because I usually don't build a ton of dockyards, but now it's a different situation, isn't it, guys? All right, so that looks good. Gonna take that down the bottom. We need a ton more factories. We don't have anywhere near enough to do everything that we want to do. Mexico has got a victory. We got excavation, excellent. I don't think we're even trading for any resources. It doesn't affect our trade much, except for we might actually get more civilian factories. We do need to get the radar, so we'll do that. We're still waiting on the 49 Navy experience for that ship. Let's get... Do we want to get the radar right now? No, we're in 1940. We want to get 1940 techs, of course. What am I thinking? So we should probably get... Well, we need planes, and we need ships. We'll commit 1 towards ships and 1 towards planes. Let's do the first one towards ships because they take longer to build. So probably should do the cruisers first, though it's not like we even have the experience to do anything with them, honestly. Yeah, that's something to think about too, guys. Yeah, we do not have the experience. The Navy experience to even mess with them. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. You know what, we'll still research them, so when we do have the experience, we can do something. But yeah, we're not going to be able to do anything for a little while. I guess we'll get the carriers first. 96 days away. And we do have a decision available as well. Developing tungsten and iron ore deposits. Okay, we don't want to do any of that right now. We're trying to knock out... We'll have plenty of political power to do stuff like that here in the future. Right now we're attempting to get all these filled out. We definitely need to get the planes before we start researching planes, so we need to get this up to 150 stat. Mexican Soviet Republic declared war on Costa Rica. Alright, so once again, Mexico's expanding their empire, but of course they're communists, so they're a potential ally. I'll have to see what happens there. And the Soviet Union is no longer giving us Lend-Lease. Well, screw you too, then. Artillery is built out here. Yeah, we're starting to really get a lot of the equipment situations fixed, which is excellent to see. We have a few troops up here. Covered that. These guys are... We could probably extend the front a little bit. Yeah, it looks like we could actually extend the front. So let's go ahead and do that. I just wanted to make sure that we had at least 1 division in every province, which seems to be the case. So we did get the Wolverines done as well. And I think that means we're done. Yeah, we're done over here. We do want to build those. I'll try to remember. I will try really hard, guys. I'm not going to do the planes once again until we get this here, because remember, it only applies if you research. Well, I guess we can look at which one we're getting, because that might not affect the current plane model that we're building. So which one do we want to get? So we have the light aircraft designer, which is going to be fighters. Really, really important, obviously. Heavy fighters, and yeah, that's reliability. We're not going to do that one. Not going to do that one. Close air support. I'd do fighters over close air support, honestly. Or we can do the naval bombers, the range and naval attack. Well, I typically go fighters and get that agility and max speed. And since, you know what, I think we are going to. I like getting the range and the naval attack for the naval bombers and the, obviously the carriers as well. Well, wait a minute. Hold up. That increases the agility to the carrier fighters. Okay, that changes the situation, because that's what I was thinking, is that I wanted to make sure my carrier fighters had good agility, because we want to seize control of the skies. But you know what? We are going to do this one then, because you get the carrier fighter agility either way, and this will increase the range. Yeah, we'll do this one. I wasn't going to. So since we're doing that, that does mean that we could research anything that isn't a naval bomber or a carrier, basically anything that's not a carrier plane or a naval bomber. So we could research regular fighters. So that's absolutely fine. So that's what we'll do. We'll research regular fighters then. I like getting regular fighters first anyways. All right, so that works out. so we'll get that done. Let's take a look here. Yeah, these guys are done training. Oh, they're all done training. Well, we just take the whole army then and throw them back into their army. All right, excellent. Things are going well. Just slowly building up, guys. We do have that outdated equipment. I want to make sure that I do have those both set to 1. I'm pretty sure I did, but I just want to confirm. Yeah, we got the carrier coming out in September 1940. The cruiser's coming out in the 24th of April 1940, so a couple more months. And yeah, let's go. Just continues declaring war here. Looking pretty good on the borders down here, but they got a lot of troops. Yeah, they got a respectable number of troops. We definitely need to get building up on our troop numbers. But we're going to get the equipment situation fixed first and also build out all this stuff here. In fact, we might actually be looking good now on our equipment numbers, honestly. Yeah, we're looking pretty decent. We could build anything that is already built out. The tanks are built out, so we could build more tanks, so we would want to do that. In fact, we actually have that already. Well, we'll build one more tank. Yeah, we're kind of short on those numbers. Can build infantry equipment, so let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to take those guys up just a little bit. And let's go ahead and get more of these guys building. We need more infantry divisions. Just regular old infantry divisions. Could get the paratroopers and mountain troops, so let's go ahead and do that. Let's do... we also need marines, too. Yeah, let me just do these one at a time here. You guys are going to the bottom, because you're garrison. And we want to set all these guys up. I hadn't done that yet. So let's do that now. And I did forget, guys. Good God. I'm going to do it now, because I remembered it, and I only get one chance to remember. So let's put these up here now. And right there, because we will eventually want those, I suppose. Yeah, we'll probably build them with the initial division design once we have the experience. Obviously, right now we ain't got shit for experience. All right, so let's continue building units out. Get our army going. We can get quite a few mountain, but remember, we need to get paratroopers. We need to get, good God, we need a lot of stuff. We need marines. I think marines and mountain troops are more important right now than paratroopers. Yeah, I think so. Let's do 5 mountain. We can actually get a lot of stuff. Never mind. Let me take that back. You know what? These mountain divisions aren't designed yet. They're garbage. Oh, that sucks. We'll go ahead and get them anyway. Same with the marines. But yeah, we do need to design them. All right. We'll only do 5 because they are so shoddy. So we want to go ahead and get... we'll just start... Oops, my bad. Didn't mean to click that. Wrong button. Wrong one. So let's just do a new one. Because, yeah, there's nothing that's going to be just right. Although... No, that would take too much too. All right, so let's just start a new one. Create an empty. We don't have experience. Yeah, well, I don't know what I'm thinking. Yeah, we can't build the marines out because we didn't start with that. All right, well, it's fine. We'll just do the mountain troops, 5 mountain troops. That looks solid. And let's get more infantry because that's one of the few equipments that we have. Is infantry equipment, and that's the majority of what they need. So let's just do like 20 infantry divisions. You know we're going to need them. In fact, we could even do more than that. Maybe we can't. And we finally run out of infantry equipment? We did. All right. Let's just go ahead and get rid of these ones then. All right, so that looks good. How many is that? That's 20. Works just fine for me. Let's make sure everybody's assigned to Texas. And they are not. We still have mountain troops that need to get assigned. And there we go. Awesome. That'll work out nicely. Let's continue building up. Oh, and we have some milling factories. And we got reintegration. Excellent. So a lot of stuff happening here. I do want this one, guys. The economic cooperation, despite its chaotic and bloody birth, the Soviet Union achieved remarkable progress in building a modern industrialized society. We should do our part to help them. Yeah, I mean, that would help with their research and stuff. Some people don't want me to ally with the Soviet Union. I don't know if it's because they're so powerful or whatever, but we kind of got a lot on our hands of who we're going to be fighting. We could easily conquer the whole world if we wanted to as America because they're so powerful. So that's not what I mean. I just mean that, like... I just don't want to fight that many people. Like, it's just because the series would be forever. You know, it takes we go like 50 episodes when we fight everybody. So we already got Japan. We're fighting Japan. We're fighting Britain. We're fighting Germany. Might as well. We might end up fighting the fascists in Italy and France as well. And that's a lot of majors we're fighting. It's going to take a while to conquer them. We don't need another one. This is the way I'm looking at it. So I do think we'll ally them. However, of course, we have other things we're supposed to be doing, don't we? We are supposed to be doing the war plans divisions. So we should probably do that. Yeah, we could do the intervention in America and then get the Canada one. Though, I don't think we actually need that now. Yeah, because if Canada loses, yeah, we won't even need that because we'll just be going to war with the entire faction. Yeah, so when we get the monarchy one, then that'll allow us to declare war. Yep. That gives you the war go against Great Britain, Germany, and Japan. So no reason to even go down that right now. So, yeah, maybe we'll get that one to make sure that we both research faster. I think it's beneficial to both of us. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Obviously, there's a lot of great stuff here that we want to get. Why can't we get this one yet? Requires a support. Oh, we don't have enough support in the Senate. Okay. Or the Congress. I don't know which. It might have been the House. I wasn't actually looking. Let's do this one for the research bonuses. I don't know if they'll have any research that we don't have. We're mainly going to be helping them, probably, I think. But it might help us out. You never know. So, free civilian factories. Let's get... Let me just take a look here. I think we should get more military factories before we continue building over here yet. Not yet, guys. Those things are quick to build anyway. I'm not worried about it. So let's go and do more military factories in a lot of these areas. Because we just don't have enough, guys. Never have enough. I think we're going to have to start building in these 40% locations. How are we doing on resources? Alright, we are short on chromium. That is the one thing we have to trade for, unfortunately. As well as rubber. Yeah, we have to trade for rubber, too. I'm not going to trade. You know, might as well, because we know we're building more planes. Alright, so once again, tick that down to the bottom. They can build it themselves. And this is not going to be enough. We should get more military factories. Let's do a few more in some of these other... Yeah, we're going to have to build in 40% areas eventually, guys. Alright, that looks good for right now. Tick down to the bottom, although it probably won't even be there by that point. By the time we get there, let's take a look at what we have here. Did we get our democracy ticked down substantially? Not much. We're at 32%, but it's slowly changing. But I don't want that guy forever, as I said before. But we do have to get the plain one, so we're not gonna be able to do that. So let's get the Grumman Naval Aircraft Designer. Excellent. Yeah, that's looking solid, guys. All right, so that is, in fact, going to be the end of the episode as well, unfortunately. We could do the socialist education in the Philippines again if we desired, but remember that does tick our political power down a bit. We only ticked them up by 13%. That's it. Yeah, that is not a lot. We can also boost them through here. You know what? Let's just... I'm not going to do it again. I thought it was going to be enough. Yeah, I didn't do it anywhere near enough. So, I thought I told them to stop alerting me on that one. There we go. All right. Excellent. So that will be the end of this episode, guys. Hope you guys are enjoying it as we are prepping up for the war. Will the war start next episode? Maybe. Maybe it'll have to start at the end like it did with the Civil War. I don't know. We'll see, guys. But definitely the war is coming soon. They might end up declaring war on us, in fact. We don't even know. They're fortifying East Asia right now. France is going France first. Looking at the Italians, they're doing special forces. Germany is rebuilding their high sea fleet. Awesome. That's what I want to see. So we get nice big naval battles between the Germans, British, and Japanese. It's gonna be so challenging, guys. All of these ships, yeah, 60 to 68. Shit, who knows how many? 200 something, 200 something here compared to our 254. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be a big old naval battle, guys. Fighting 3 naval powers. That's what we're doing. That was the goal of this entire campaign. Now, fuck you. I'm not trying to click on that. While our allies would only have like 100 ships. That's awesome. Just looking at everybody else. Seeing if there's anything interesting here that is relevant to us. Inviting German advisors there. All right. Any other? Yes, I always forget about the Dutch now. Secret staff talks. Ooh. India, clamp down on corruption. Forming the National Bank. Japan is creating a Manchurian Imperial Air Force. Remember, they're going to seek to attack the Russians, Soviets. Oh, Imperialist Australia is gaining ground again. Look at that. Squashing the squander bugs here in Australia. The New Zealand, Canada, and South Africa, which is just about... Oh, wait a minute. They're making ground. Look at that. I talked all that shit about the South Africans not being able to do it, but they're doing it. Probably because the British have pulled back from elsewhere. Cape Garrison artillery here. I think that's why. India is... I think I already looked at India. All right. So that is going to be the end of the episode. If you enjoyed it, make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, leave a comment. As I said, the comment for today, even though I wasn't able to finish them because we didn't quite get there, I said we would. We need 49 experience, but what's good about this is that I can name them while we're designing it. So yeah, the heavy cruisers, we need a name, guys. Best name wins. In addition to that, go check out that Japanese series. I just put the 3rd episode up today, and yeah, having a lot of fun with that one. It's interesting. I like the format of it, the more edited format, and it's been, well, I don't want to spoil anything, so I'm not going to. Just go check that out if you're not watching it. If you want to see like naval battles and what we're going to be seeing as the Americans once we go to war with everybody else, then watch that series, because that's one that's more focused on the Navy and the Navy battles. So if you want to see how that's working, how that looks, how to set up the fleets, how I plan on setting my fleets up anyway as the Americans, then go check that out. Obviously, we never did check out our ships right here that are currently done building, so we need to pull these all out. I'll do it right now, actually, because if I don't, then I'll never do it. Let's pull these guys out. And next episode, in fact, we are going to design the fleets, or at least put them in there, what they're going to look like, because it's about time, guys. We need to. We got another battleship done. Excellent. The USS Nevada is finished up. Okay. Let's have them combine here for just right now. Once again, we're going to design the ships. I think we will design the fleets next episode, because I think the war will be breaking out soon, and we want to make sure that the ships are at the very least in their kind of overall composition, and where we want them located between the Atlantic and the Pacific, so we don't have to try and switch them, once the war breaks out. That would be stupid. So yeah, we'll do all that next episode. So hope to see you on that one, and thanks for watching, guys.